This video is a deep dive about cleaning discolored plastic, especially when there's metal involved. So settle in with a cup of joe or pop open a cold one and let's talk shop. This is an old dome light in a 74 Mazda RX3. You can see how it's pretty well discolored. And what I'm going to do is remove it from the vehicle and see about restoring the color of the plastic to its original white. Did you just say white?
This is the dome light out of the 74 Mazda RX3. It's broken. I'm going to clean the plastic using hydrogen peroxide and Oxi Clean and sunlight. They say don't do this with metal involved. There is metal involved. It's not removable. So this is really a test to see what's going to happen to the metal and will it work when it's all done. Probably not, but let's check it out anyway. Putting it in a clear plastic container. Gonna cover the item with hydrogen peroxide. You want to clean your items first, by the way. I cleaned this the best I could. Usually you used about a tablespoon of Oxi Clean per gallon of liquid. And this is a very tiny, amount of liquid, so okay, here's a quarter teaspoon. It's plenty. You don't even have to stir it. It's going to react with the hydrogen peroxide and the sunlight, and away we go. So I've got a sunny spot that's going to be right here. Putting a lid on it, not very tight. I don't want anything to explode. I just want to keep it in the sun though. And that spot will stay sunny for the rest of the afternoon. So that should do it. I'm going to see how it goes 6 hours from now. So they tell you not to use it on metal because with the Oxi Clean and the reaction that takes place with the hydrogen peroxide, it's corrosive. What needs to be done now is I can remove that corrosion by putting it in EvapoRust. So I'm just going to drop this into the EvapoRust. I want to make sure it's fully covered. Looks like I need another tablespoon. Or I could put it upside down. If I put it upside down, it'll be fully covered. I was hoping to be able to see it though. Yeah, that'll work. Now the only thing showing is a soldered piece which isn't corroded. We're good. I'm going to leave that there. Let's get a look here. The corrosion's gone. It's really only been a couple hours. I think I want to take this out now. It's looking good. So what we're going to do now is test this thing. It's been in the hydrogen peroxide and Oxi Clean solution. It worked great to bring the color back to life. After that I used EvapoRust to take away the corrosion. I want the corrosion process to stop. And then after EvapoRust, you're supposed to wash it with water. So I did that. This has been in 3 different liquids. Does it work? Let's find out. We got some alligator clamps. We've got a car battery over here. Let's take a look. This is a Nissan Leaf, in case some of you are interested in what the heck's going on under this hood. So this is the ground. I'm going to clip my black lead to the ground. Underneath I'm plugged into where power would bring power to turn the dome light on from maybe the on switch. That's what this terminal is, the on switch. This other terminal here is for the door. Like if you open your door, the dome light comes on. We're going to test the on setting first. So I'm going to go to the positive of the battery here, and then to a ground, like maybe the hood cable. Now this bulb in here, if this doesn't work, I have a brand new bulb. I thought it would be kind of neat to see if this 30-year-old bulb worked. So let's check it out. Okay, so here we go to the door position. It shouldn't work. And now we're going to the on position.
Oh,
Look at
I
that.
wish I could applaud, but I'm holding the camera in my other hand.
My camera person is quite amused. Okay, awesome. It works. I'm going to have to say that this test was a success. The whole idea was, can I use that plastic rejuvenation process on something with metal, even though you're not supposed to?
Because it makes it rust?
And the answer is, yes, I can. On some of these parts, the metal is not removable, and so there's no choice but to give it a whirl. And since this dome light out of the 74 was already broken, not electrically speaking, but the plastic's all busted, thought it was no harm in trying it. So that's good to know. Success. We're going to go ahead and do the one that's not, cracked. This one I experimented with because it's got a broken base here, cracked shell here. We've also tested that electronics still work even after we've been dipping it in the cleaning solution and then the EvapoRust to stop the corrosion process and then water. So let's do it on the real part now that I'm going to put back on my car. This one's not broken, but it's pretty faded. There's the one from my 76 I'm actually going to use. Here's some hydrogen peroxide. And here I've got a little bit of Oxi Clean. Now remember, it only takes a tiny bit. Just got a little bit of a chunk in there. And you put it in the sun. So let's go to the sun. Yeah, here's a spot here. So little by little, sunlight reacts with the Oxi Clean hydrogen peroxide solution. And voila, we have clean plastic. So it's been all day in the sun. I've brought it in, and now it's time to wash it. Gonna get some EvapoRust in here, and any kind of corrosion process that might be underway right now will get stopped. So this is the same EvapoRust that we used on the other dome light. EvapoRust is gonna turn black by the time it's no good. It's been like 12 hours, so it can come out now.